Hari Om, I'm Ashwat Krishna
This is Seen Andakishore. We are from class 8.
of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Senior Secondary School, Virgambakam. We have chosen the topic of Vastu Shastra and Architectural Science. We are happy to represent our school in Chinmayam Alam.
Here, we will try to understand what Vastu Shastra is. We will discuss about the origin of the Panchabhutas. We will find the scientific reasons behind Vastu principles. We will see some case studies related to buildings built according to Vastu principles in India and abroad. And finally, we will see about the preservation and validity of the Vastu principles.
So, what is Vastu? To understand this, first we must find the similarities between past, near present, and now. What do the Ram Mandir, the Indus Valley civilization structures, the British era domes, the Gandhi Smarak, and our present day homes have in common? All of them follow directional alignment, geometric and symmetric patterns. They take in consideration of sun's effects and positions, the magnetic field of the earth, and most importantly, the Panchabhutas or five elements. Thus, we can say Vastu lays down rules to effectively use these Panchabhutas. Vastu is said to have origin in the Atharva Veda, which dates back to 3300 BC, with its originator being Brahma.
Thus, we see that thus we infer that Vastu is a mystic science that unifies science, astrology, and astronomy with respect to building designs and natural energies. Some natural energies are thermal energy, magnetic energy, cosmic energy, solar energy, and electrical energy. The Earth represents the magnetic field represents Earth, gravitation represents water, solar energy represents fire, air represents wind energy, and space is related to cosmic radiation.
Do you know why southwest direction houses all the heavy objects in our house? Let's see. There are four ordinal directions in general: the northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. The earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees and is tilted towards the northeast direction. If we imagine the earth as a moving two-wheeler, it would be appropriate to keep all the heavy objects on the opposite direction of the movement or the forward motion or in the back of the two-wheeler. This is because if we keep it on the front of the two-wheeler, it would resist motion and cause imbalance. That is why all the heavy objects are kept in the southwest direction of a house.
Now, we will see about the sun's effect in Vastu. The sun releases two kinds of rays that cannot be seen by us. They are ultraviolet rays and infrared rays. In early mornings, the intensity of ultraviolet rays is higher, which helps in killing germs and bacteria and absorption of vitamin D. Thus, we keep the entry of our houses towards the northeast direction. In evenings, the intensity of IR rays, infrared rays is more, which warms up the southwest region. So we should not keep the entry of our house towards the southwest region. Another popular cultural belief is that Lord Shiva, in fact, northeast is considered to be the direction of Lord Shiva.
Do you know why cities like Tokyo and Mumbai are so developed? Let's see. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. The people of Tokyo have used their natural land and natural resources like wood, water to build all their important centers like monasteries and temples. There's also existence of a deep water point in north and east direction, and its eastern direction is fully open and it benefits from the sun rays. That is why Tokyo is so developed as it incorporates the five elements or panchabhutas in its daily life. Mumbai is called the financial capital because all the buildings are built according to the Vastu principles. The southeast direction houses the Baba Atomic Research Center, which is an important point of atomic research center and electrical power in Mumbai. Also, the southeast direction of a place must house the energy point according to Vastu rules. The southwest direction must have the cash lockers. In Mumbai, the southwest direction houses the Reserve Bank of India and the Bombay Stock Exchange. Mumbai is present on the Salsette Islands on the western coast of India. The northeast direction is fully governed by the Arabian Sea.
In India, there are two types of architectural styles. One is the Nagara style or the North Indian style, and the other is the Dravidian style or the South Indian style. We will see about a Dravidian style temple, that is the Virupaksha temple in Karnataka. The Virupaksha temple has its entrance towards the northeast direction. There is a square or rectangular plot. There is open space all over the temple so that fresh air keeps coming in. The pillars are either squares, rectangles, octagons, or circles. and the color of the pillars are usually red or brown.
Ram Mandir. The Ram Mandir, which is being built in Ayodhya, is one of the most important cultural centers in India. The height of the Ram Mandir is a staggering 161 feet. Also, the Ram Mandir is based upon the Nagara style or the North Indian style of architecture. It is built on a traditional jagati or a stepping stone to balance the pressure. The total temple complex is 57 acres and it has no entry gate or boundary walls. The width of the stairs leading to the Ram Mandir are 16 feet. The early 90s design showed it had three mandaps or domes and one shikara. The present day design shows it has five domes or mandaps and one shikara. A trivia about Ram Mandir is that Chandrakant Bhai Sompura, who's the architect, has said that the Ram Mandir will incorporate more than 2 lakh bricks which have the word Ram inscribed in them. Some of these are originally brought from the Rameshwaram place.
Now, let us see about some interesting facts about Shiva temples. The Egambareshwara temple in Kanjipuram. It is Shiva is worshipped in the form of Egambaranatha and it is related to earth. The Jambukeshwara temple in Thiruvanekal. Shiva is worshipped in the form of Jambukeshwara and it is related to water. Annamalaya temple in Tiruvannamalai. Shiva is worshipped in the form of Agni Lingam and it is related to fire. The Nataraja temple in Chidambaram. Shiva is worshipped in the form of Lord Nataraja and it is related to space. The Kalahasti temple in Andhra Pradesh. Shiva is worshipped in the form of a Vayulingam and it is related to air.
So, what do we understand from this? The micro level, as we saw in the Shiva temples, all of them have incorporated the Panchabhutas. So, not all Vastu aspects can be scientifically proven by science, but all the scientists and Vastu astrologers can agree upon the use of five elements. So, that is why it is said to respect nature and coexist with nature so that the world can exist for generations to come. I would like to conclude this slide by the old Indian saying, Lokha samasta sukino bhavantu, sarve jana sukino bhavantu. Hari Om and thank.
Army.
So, where did the technology and design of temples come from in the first place? We all know that the old proverb saying that is, human body is the closest manifestation to God. So, do you know the exact meaning of that? Let's see. We say that our human body should be considered a temple. That is why we regularly, that is, we clean our body every day, and it is advised to take a shower twice or thrice. Also, we say that God resides in our heart. If we see the layout of different temples and their designs, we see that they are basically designed on the basis of a human body. That is, if we, for example, if we see a random Dravidian style temple, we take that the Garbhagriha is usually the inner sanctum, which is the inner sanctum, is present inside the temple. The Garbhagriha symbolizes our head and the chest area where our God resides. Our feet is the gateway. So usually the gopuram or the tall gateways which lead to the entrance of the temple are the gateway. So that is where all the positive energy starts to accumulate from our legs to our brain. And also it is said that if we want to go to heaven, or if we want to achieve moksha, which is eternal salvation, it can be only not only reaching through the outer summit or visiting every single temple in the world. It is only through reaching our inner summit or the summit within. That is, first we need to manifest the God within ourselves, then we can escape from this materialistic world. So the temples are basically designed based upon the body positions.
So, so what is the Nagara style? The Nagara style is the North Indian style of architecture. In the Nagara style, the temple is built on a stone platform. There is a Garbhagriha in the Nagara style. One of the famous Nagara style temples is the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya.
And a trivia is that if we see, all the Nagara style temples do not have a gateway or boundary wall. But if we see in the south or the Dravida style of temples, we see there is confirmly a gateway or gopuram, and which is a tall structure and a boundary wall.